Hey Anthony, LeBron was just talking about the importance of his being at least close to 100% and being much more important than what seed that you guys are. Just wondered where you're feeling physically at this point after getting X amount of games under your belt, but still being out for the considerable amount of time.
Yeah, my legs are starting to feel pretty good. Um, Still trying to get um, that game win back. Each game I'm boosting the minutes up more and more to try to get that back as quickly as possible. But just trying to get a rhythm. Still trying to find a rhythm. Some games it feels good. All the games it feel good. All the shots feel good. Um, you know, a lot of things are short or long because of the legs. So just trying to stay the course, keep working, keep finding it. We're all the entire team is kind of in a in a slump right now in a drought, and not more so individually, but just collectively on both ends of the ball. So we just got to stay the course, stay together. Um, I think this is the lowest we've been uh, in a while, at least in the past 2 years, from a losing streak, I guess. Um, but the only way is up. We really can't get any lower than this. So we just got to stay the course, stay together. It just feels like there's always something with us. Just tonight no DS. We're trying to find a rhythm, and there's always something that's happening. So we just got to be mindful of that. And guys just got to just stay together and just keep going, keep working.
It seemed like the defense was where you guys could find a way to get that back if rhythm had gone somewhere in the last year or two of it. With all of the current circumstances, do you have answers that you think are the most obvious for you guys to try these next 2 weeks with the playoffs approaching?
Just energy and effort. That's really it. Can't control if the ball go in the basket or not, but we can control how we play defense. We can control, hustle, all the hustle stats, our hustle points for us. So, it starts with our defense. We're giving away too many points per quarter and total for a game. We got to be better on that end of the floor, and I think that will help us get to Laker basketball, which is running, and guys getting quality looks instead of taking the ball out of bounds every time because their shots are constantly falling.
Hey, D. Kyle Kuzma was using the word, disconnected to describe some of the recent stretch here, 6 out of 7 games of losses. Do you feel that, and what besides, obviously injuries out of your hands, what factors do you think you can control from a communication connectivity sense for this roster?
So we're just trying to get acquainted with each other again. Like I said, there's always something. I was out for a while. Then Brian was out. I come back. Then Brian comes back, and then DS is out or AC was out. So it's just trying to find our rhythm with each other again. I mean, we're fully healthy and we're connected. We're especially in the beginning of the season, we show what type of team we can be. But I agree with Cool. We are disconnected because we're trying to find our rhythm with each other. Trying to I'm still figuring it out, with Brian and myself. So we are a little disconnected, but we just started. We got to stay the course and weather this storm.
I'm interested in this idea of you guys being in a slump at this stretch of the season because, before you came back from your injury, the thought was, oh, they're going to get AD back, and then Braun comes next, and that's all real positive momentum. And so far, it hasn't really worked out that way. I'm curious why you think that you guys haven't been able to capture that momentum that you were kind of looking forward to as you guys were ramping up and getting ready to play.
Yeah. You miss a week or 2 weeks. It's easier to come back from that. Brian missing 6 weeks. I'm missing 9 weeks. The team playing the entire time, without their two best players, and they was able to find a rhythm, for themselves. And then, your best players come back, and now it's a different dynamic of the team. The ball's in our hand a lot more. guys' shots might go down, or the rhythm that they usually play with, or the style that they play is different. Like I say, DS was the primary ball handler for, you know, that entire stretch, and now Bron comes back. Now he's the primary, you know, and then the rotations change. So it's just a lot that's going on when we're trying to figure all this out, and guys coming back. So we just gotta, like I said, we just gotta stay the course, and we everyone is continuously encouraging each other, continuously staying positive, and that's what we got to do. We can't, because all this is going on, be negative. It is, no one wants to lose, but at the end of the day, it is a game, so we got to continue to stay positive and know that it's gonna make it all greater at the end.
Any up last three? Dave?
It is, obviously there's so many parts involved with where you guys are at right now. I wanted to know, how would you assess your personal play since you came back, and do you feel capable physically to be able to say, like, I can improve if I set my mind to it, like I can be the AD that the Lakers are accustomed to?
I think I can be, honestly. I just, like I say, a lot of my shots I love that I'm taking. I love the spots that I'm getting to. It's just either long or short. Just trying to find those game legs back. Now I'm getting back up into the 30 to 35 minutes, which I haven't done in a long time. So, you kind of get used to the 20, 25 minutes. Now you push up, 10 more minutes, 12 more minutes, and now you got to get that win playing, that long for an entire game. So I'm still finding it, and I'm encouraged, man. I'm never doubt myself or get down on myself because I'm not playing well. And when I'm not scoring, I'm trying to do other things to help the team win, whether it's rebounding, assists, whatever it is, blocks. I just try to help the team any way possible to get wins, and I think we all have to do that. We can't worry about one end of the floor. So that's my mindset. But I think overall, we just gotta find our swag. We're not playing with any swag. I don't think guys are having fun. Obviously, it's not fun when you're losing. But at the end of the day, we're the champs, man. Like, we are the champs. We're the defending champs. So we gotta play that way and play with a little bit more swag.
Last question, Dan.
Eddie, I think you kind of got at what I was going to ask about, but it's sort of, I'm wondering how much of this is just cumulative, considering what it took to survive the bubble, and then you add, an off season that didn't really exist, and then you add injuries and COVID stuff. I mean, is there a certain point where you guys just won't be able to handle another curveball that gets thrown your way? And I guess, is that frustrating, guys? And are you feeling anything?
It's just frustrating that we can't, get everyone healthy. Well, I would say everyone available to play at the same time. That's the most frustrating part. But that can't be an excuse for us anymore, to be honest. I mean, everyone just went through the whole COVID thing. Every team has missed games. Players that miss games because of whether it's false positive tests or positive whatever. Like, every team has done that. So that can't continue to be an excuse for us. A shorter off season and all that. Like, we've had time to get this thing going, and like I said, we haven't had enough games together, or even enough practices together, fully healthy, to be able to get that rhythm that we need come playoff time. But our most important thing is getting everyone healthy, and then we just figure it out from there.